guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about packing your makeup bag for when you're going on a trip. I know it's super hard to cram everything into your bag, so I want to help you out. What products can you bring that's going to help you create a full glam look like this without packing everything under the sun in your bathroom? Let's get started. So the first thing I'm pulling out of my makeup bag, which is essential, a moisturizer. Hydration really just creates a natural glow by itself. With my moisturizer, it also has an SPF in it. If you can find a moisturizer that also has an SPF in it, that just eliminates you having to bring a face sunscreen. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. It's almost out. Oh my gosh, that might have just been the last pump on camera. Going to apply this to my face. Before I rub it in all the way, I'm using pearlizer. It's from Senegence. You've seen me use it before. It just adds a little bit of glow into your face, and I'm just gonna put it on all over. I do it relatively liberal. And now I'm gonna rub this all over my face to blend it in with my moisturizer. Okay, so I have it all over my face now, and you can see it's just like a nice, dewy, just luminescent glow, which a lot of times if you're traveling, just that extra luminescence pop really helps because you're tired, if you've flown, especially going overseas, you're jet lagged, and so this really helps just to brighten everything up. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding a concealer to cover up those dark circles wherever there might be red or blemishes. This is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, which the reason for that is it helps to highlight. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it in the spots under my eyes. I'm going to do just a little bit down the bridge of my nose just to highlight it. Here, just to highlight that just a little bit. And then I've got some redness here that I'm going to cover up. And now I'm just going to rub that in. You can bring a beauty blender if you like. I just use my fingers. The warmth from your fingers kind of helps to melt the product onto your face, and it works pretty good, and it's one less thing to worry about bringing. Definitely brightened up my face. Some of you struggle with needing a little bit more full coverage. What you could do is you could get a foundation that's closer to your skin tone. And why I would say that is because foundation or concealers are a little bit smaller than maybe a tube of foundation that maybe looks a little bit more like this size. And if you wanted it to be a little thinner than your foundation, you could mix in your hand or on your fingers a little of your face lotion with your darker concealer that's a closer match to your face and rub that all over. A lot of makeup artists or YouTubers use foundation all over their face too, so you don't have to thin it out. I would just recommend getting a color that's not as bright, since this one is a couple shades lighter than my skin tone and you don't want to feel washed out. The other thing that I was going to mention is a product that's also small, and for someone that needs a little bit fuller coverage, or maybe they have super red pigmentation in their face, you can get a green corrector. The next thing I want to do is I want to just warm up my face a little bit. And so I like bringing a bronzer with me. I also have just kind of a fluffy brush. So I'm just swirling that in there, and I'm just going to apply that on the outer edges of my face, bring it down here so that it's soft and blended, and then I'm going to bring it on my cheeks just to warm it up a little bit. Okay. Now that we've finished that step, Really like to make sure that my eyebrows are well groomed. What I like to bring for travel, this is a disposable mascara wand. You can find these in pretty much any makeup counter. They have them out so you can try the makeup. So the next time you go in there to try it, just grab an extra one. The next thing that I really find important is to do your eyelashes. And before you even put on mascara, starting off with an eyelash curler. So let's just go in and curl our lashes. Next, I like to do a transition shade. I like to pull my bronzer back out. You've maybe seen me do this before, so it's a great tool. I use just a smaller, soft, fluffy brush and tap it in there. And then I'm just gonna run it in this middle area. You can also take it under your eyes. I love this e.l.f. kit. It's actually a brow kit. It has the gel and then it also has the shadow, and I'm able to use it for multiple things. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. Alright, all done with that. The next thing I'm going to do and pull out of my makeup bag is my mascara. You can just grab whatever mascara you've been loving, what you've been using. I've just finished applying my mascara and I only have two things left in my makeup bag. A matte gloss, or it could be a chapstick, a lip balm, or if you'd like, you can also bring your lipstick, which I'll probably be doing. This is just really great to have some moisture on your lips. A lot of times when you're traveling, especially if you're flying, the air is so dry, so it's really good to be prepared, not forget something that moisturizes your lips. The very last thing I have in my makeup bag is a brush. This is a contouring brush. This is a step that you do not have to do, and you don't have to do any kind of contouring if you're packing light. But the reason I bring my brush is it's pretty small and I'm working out of my e.l.f. brow kit. So I like to use this matte, darker shade to contour. I'm also going to be using this color for one more area. I'm going to be able to apply this to my eyes to glam it up just a little bit more. I'm going back and grabbing that smaller brush, and I'm going to be dipping into that brown. You definitely don't have to do this. This is taking it just a little bit more glam. So I'm going to be going into this e.l.f. palette again. I'm going to be dipping it into here. I'm going to be applying it here in my corners and just a little bit tighter on the crease. Even though this is a lighter brown color, you can continue to build on it and it can get darker. I'm also going to go underneath, dip it back into this gel and use it like a gel liner. I'm also applying it underneath here in my corners. So I've added a wing to it. The next thing you can do is you can go back and you can do a little extra highlighting with that luminizer, just dabbing it in my corners. Can even do a little extra under that brow, and then we can even go up down your nose. The last thing that I wanted to show you that I didn't have in my makeup bag, but something that's really small to even glam it up even more, is false lashes. Guys, thanks so much for joining me. I hope this helps you pack for your next weekend trip or long trip, summer vacations. I will see you next time and have a great trip.